Good morning. Please take a moment to arrive here without rushing your thoughts or correcting how you feel, because this morning does not require you to be confident or certain or strong. It only asks that you show up honestly, exactly as you are, with whatever thoughts and emotions have followed you into this new day. Many people wake up carrying insecurity before they even leave their bed, quietly questioning themselves, comparing their lives to others, replaying words they have spoken, or worrying about how they are seen. And this habit of doubting the self can feel so familiar that it begins to seem like truth, when in reality, it is only a pattern the mind has learned in order to protect you from rejection and pain. Insecurity does not mean there is something wrong with you, and it does not mean you lack value. It simply means that at some point in your life, you learned to look outside yourself for safety, approval, or permission to exist fully. And over time, this outward looking became so natural that you forgot you were allowed to stand on your own ground. A monk learns early that suffering grows when we build our identity from reflections in other people's eyes, because reflections are unstable, changing with moods, opinions, and circumstances, and when your sense of self depends on them, peace becomes fragile and easily disturbed. So this morning, rather than trying to become more confident or trying to silence insecurity by force, allow yourself to gently observe it, noticing how it appears as a tight feeling in the chest, a restless movement in the mind, or a quiet voice that questions your worth. And understand that observation itself already creates space between who you are and what you feel. You are not your insecurity, just as the sky is not the clouds that pass through it. And when you begin to see this clearly, you stop fighting yourself and start listening instead. Living for yourself does not mean ignoring others or becoming selfish. It means learning to act from truth rather than fear, to speak from clarity rather than the need for approval, and to choose your path because it feels right in your body and heart, not because it keeps others comfortable.
Insecurity often asks, "Will I be accepted if I am myself?" While freedom quietly asks, "Can I accept myself even if others do not?" And the shift between these two questions changes the direction of your entire life. This morning, begin by grounding yourself in something simple and real, such as the feeling of your breath moving through your body, or the weight of your feet touching the ground. Because when you return to physical experience, the mind loosens its grip on imagined judgments and stories. Notice that in this moment, no one is rejecting you, no one is evaluating you, and no one is demanding that you prove your worth. And let this realization soften the tension you have been carrying. A monk understands that self-worth does not come from becoming special, but from recognizing what is already whole. And you are already whole, even if parts of you feel unsure or unfinished. Insecurity grows when we believe we must become someone else to deserve peace. But peace arrives when we stop abandoning ourselves in order to belong. Living for your own life means listening to your inner compass, even when it speaks quietly, even when it goes against expectation, and even when it asks you to move slowly while others seem to rush.
It means allowing yourself to rest without guilt, to speak honestly without rehearsing, and to choose simplicity when complexity is praised. You may notice resistance arise at the thought of living this way, because the mind fears isolation and loss. But remember that the cost of constant self-betrayal is far greater than the risk of standing alone for a while. This morning, practice giving yourself permission to exist without apology, not by making grand declarations, but by small acts of self-respect, such as saying no when your energy is low, speaking when silence feels dishonest, and letting your preferences matter. Insecurity often tells you that your needs are too much or not important, but this is only a learned belief, not a fact. And when you begin to treat your needs with seriousness and care, your sense of self slowly stabilizes. A monk does not measure their life by approval or praise, but by alignment, by whether their actions reflect their values. And when your life aligns with your inner truth, confidence grows naturally, without noise or force. You do not need to erase insecurity to live freely. You only need to stop letting it make your decisions. Because courage is not the absence of fear, it is the willingness to move in its presence. As the morning unfolds, remind yourself that you are allowed to take up space, to learn through mistakes, and to grow at your own pace, because your life is not a performance, it is a practice. Living for yourself also means forgiving yourself for past moments when you acted from fear, because blame keeps you trapped in old patterns, while compassion opens the door to change. Every time you choose honesty over approval, presence over comparison, and kindness over self-criticism, you strengthen the foundation of your inner life, and from that foundation, security slowly rises. This path does not require you to become louder, tougher, or more impressive. It only asks that you remain true, steady, and awake, trusting that your value does not depend on how others respond to your truth. So as you move into this day, carry this understanding gently with you, that you do not need permission to live your own life, that insecurity is only a visitor and not a ruler, and that freedom begins the moment you stop leaving yourself behind.